can say MPP amanyokuo no say this is 16 years and no more about power. Na near made consul nyina di advance yes and some who can I say boba because here can say omo call thank you to no mo start last week omo 2 as weekend di koye showdown and run put there akoye show awo
it's a lot
tese Asem ketwa a prophet of an idea so a dear MPP fly.
There is a breach in time. That's what I told you the last time.
But a dear person who a dear MPP fly.
More person more into detail.
Yes.
That one I'll tell you after this thing 8 years of opposition. After 12 years. Say we've started the first year, so 12 years. Then I tell you.
Wow.
Yes.
12 years.
Yes. Say in the structure, no, a lot of people say it's not possible for anybody to break the 8 in Ghana. So when it happens, then I tell you why.
I see.
Yes.
The air cost MPP for me, a baby is saying.
The air cost, no. Oh, I mean, as I was saying to you right now, I said to you earlier.
Yeah.
Say the party, no, and not just say Alan a free party no more. Other people will also create another fashion out of the MPP party.
Yes.
That one is also in line. Whilst others have started playing that game already. The next other thing that is going to happen is that there is going to be a very, very solid showdown. I mean, you see where now mama showdown. Now cool blessing.
A solid a solid showdown.
Solid showdown be because now showdown ain't easy. I told you vividly, say the election now about because with the internal Flagbearership election.
Yeah.
Though the 2028 election is far from them, they would not even win any other thing altogether in that angle. I would even go ahead of you to put down a very specific number in 2028. It is a 53% number that we are holding in the dimensions right now. So that one, hold on to it for the minute. I'm giving you something to hold. NDC 53%.
NDC 53%.
Yes, in time, as I speak to you now, unless we tamper with anything, it is 53%. But then don't worry, the election has already been won in that time. But what is amazing in that angle is, in this shortest possible time when it has to do with this running mate structure and its problems, you will notice that at one point in time, there is going to be a call. I am seeing Kennedy Agyapong, I am seeing Alan Tremanting. They are seated together. They are joining a caucus.
That's not kind.
Yeah. And after the caucus and the agreement and the arrangement is done, you will see Alan, Bawumia standing together. Alan, Kennedy Agyapong standing together. Bawumia on the other side of the equation. But then, all of a sudden, during the time for the Flagbearership, Kennedy will be advancing, achieving, because they will even discourage him very, very soon. Not even this confusion that's going on. There is big discouragement.
Bigger one
yes, but then he will force through. During the Flagbearership race, he will take first step, he will take second step. Everybody will be like, hey, the way that thing is going, Kennedy is coming. The way that thing is looking, Kennedy is coming. By the time they will blink their eyes around 11 something.
Now, fun no say rapture.
Aye, Bawumia is standing firm without breaking any sweat. Very easy.
Oma Bekan say, Etina simple, there was a can be say a man for be free party, no more for me different parties.
Yes.
But there recently appear. Dr. Richard Amwakuba, I know, say he's one of the founding members of MPP.
Right.
Emma, or say no, party no, or more tefofro. Or more tefofro na, party no, more no, doctors will not just say, a doctor for the intellectuals, no, and behind, sa party, a friend no, NNP. Is it NNP or NNF? I think NNP. Yeah. No omodeba.
Okay.
Omodeba. ebekwa akowie sensa amanyuko na ebekwa akowie sen.
It will not do anything, and that is what is going to. There's a key in time I wouldn't want to unveil. Once I unveil it, I've given too much information. Okay. But then that party is also playing a very, very simple role heading towards 2028 election. And I will not really tell you anything about that party because that party is a key in time. It's a catalyst that is going to play a role for something to happen.
Former President Bishop sa new party na Ephraim MPP numunana or she former President Bishop Chirana.
That kind of arrangement in the Omanel Consonant, I will not go into it in America. I want to come out of it because the information, that specific part, it is a catalyst for something to happen in 2028. Once I tell you that word right now, I have tempered with one part of time. Time is very crucial. While things you know and things you don't know can change time. Ever have future timeline, no? Because right now I've given you a 53%.
Okay.
I'm in that tour. The more time I temper with, the more I'm tempering with this percentage. And it's 4 years ahead of time.
Oh, okay.
I've given you 53%. The 57% for this election, I gave it 2 years before the election.
Okay.
So I held my position until the 57% came out. This 3% is supposed to be held as well. Well, you understand? And see, keys, I can't unveil it to temper with it.
I see.
Yes. Unless I choose to come and say we are tempering with the 53% and then we'll give you a different percentage. If something else is going to happen. But the timeline is precise. As the Lord lives, it is established.
Obama can say in the next 2 years, Vice President or Akunyasu Sisiano, Mamen can say Biana, we're free in position or on your Vice President. Says, issue nisipe. Not just on Mampeni. John Dramani Mahama Ebesako another term. Ma me no nebusian fo afrel and as a party no mpenimfo bi afrel after sa prophecy no.
Of course, there is a lot, and I want to even shake you people small for 2 minutes.
Okay. Abibia says young.
No, one prophet, no, be better I can say. Prophet Telvin is just saying something. Maybe I can be whatever it is in the situation. Okay, so I want to show you something in a message. I'll cover the person's message, the person's name, so that they don't get the person's message. But then I'll show you my prophecy for Nana because a friend sent me a message. I don't know how to cover this one. Let me do a screenshot rather.
Okay. Oh, yes, screenshot. Nani pane say day.
Me person me for date into. Wa kaimom.
Okay.
It's a chat, but because I'm doing it, I've done a screenshot, so my screenshot is. So let me yi ni pane number no me cut it on so that if it hits the screen. The number is not copied. Sometimes I forget to save people's numbers.
I see.
So on TikTok you can read it.
Okay.
Already on TikTok you can read it. Yeah, it's a person that knows me. Like, was sending me quite a lot of messages. I know him. Like, I pray for him and things. And I was sending. So I think in February 2024. We were traveling, we were even on the road. And I'm sending him a message about my visions, or reading the vision. No?
Ebusian for we ni nkoma Sofo Telvin Agesoa ene nipa kretwetwen ye as usual.
That is, he knows the he knows
many blessings as usual. I say now you know many blessings. How are you and the family? And I think say call because I had a vision. Your friend became a vice president, but she couldn't complete her term. Where February 10.
And my bonnet was here.
2024. Oh, really? And a nipa no response. Bye. So what can we do about this? There are deeper things involved. And
So once I met boy your friend, and then I indicated a friend's name.
Nah.
Yes, straightforward. Will become a vice president. At that time, they've not even chosen her as running mate.
Okay.
To even come and even say we are going to choose this one as a running mate.
Date ni a friend is saying
February 20.
Yes.
Yeah, 2024. Yeah.
Okay. 10 February 2024.
Before they would even elect a flag bearer.
Wow.
Way before. That time Flagbearership had not even, they've not even decided to do that. And he was
I see. Enti papa ebe kwa ko wie saying sa nkomo ebe kwa ko wie saying. Let us say uncomplete in the term no. At the end they basi.
well, in a nutshell, the situation I want to say on timeline no more no. I'm a bit distracted right now. My phone is about to go off.
Oh.
Can they kind of like put it on charge?
When they charge out me wo you hana fancy charge kakra.
Yeah. So that my live video doesn't go off. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Oh charger. Baby brand na fe fancy charge here.
Somebody says, hope you visit Uganda someday. Yeah, of course. If you have a program and you can organize, I'll definitely be there.
Okay.
Let's hope for the best. Anyways, so what can something about in that conclusion, there will be peace in the atmosphere. There will be settlement in the atmosphere. But then all of a sudden, you see, the funny thing about the timeline is that the prophecy is already done a long time ago. We will just have to, move certain things in a very unique manner. That's the best that we are going to do. And though I've been contacted and I have putting certain things in place and we are advancing further. But one thing I always say is the timeline is very, very strange situation. And we will temper as much as we can. But then we leave the rest in the hands of God. It is established. Exactly as the prophet said, unless I work with tempered, when the time is tempered, we'll see what is going on in time. Right now, as we've begun to work, we're putting certain things together. To make that tweak in time, it's not easy. We are still trying, because anything you change in time, it affects millions of people, thousands of people. So you have to make sure whatever you are trying to temper with does not affect thousands of people or millions of people. You can actually change something here today in time, and the next day you hear that a volcano will erupt, 2 million people are dead. That's how dangerous time is. So it's not something you just kick. I hear people always say, temper with time. I'm like, okay.
Easy to say say be all sunlight when me so say pray. Yes. Say a change.
Yes. It could be like I'll temper with time right now, and then the next day you wake up, the president is dead. Yes.
Any guy.
So there are so many dangerous things that could happen. So we are looking at the best specific, and to temper with time itself by the prophetic definition. As how there is God took Ezekiel, he said, "Son of man, prophesy. Can this dry bone come back to life?" All those seasons, there's a specific timing he was doing it at a specific angle. When you touch it at the wrong time, as akoko, I don't know whether that thing scientifically is true. But once akoko musi uyini mua, bibi wa when yin in term na empire, ebe say nam ni nyina.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's scientifically true.
More
so
say bata brebo ho brebo so the pint no when yin ntem na efra brebo na liver na say
so that's the situation. Now hold on to that kind of thing. No one you temper with time and you can have a lot of bad things following.
Intina me can say temper na ye den no osre no. I see. I've time no Matthias here.
It's a very big situation. Yes. Because you have to really talk to God. As I said, Moses was bargaining with God. God, if there is 20 people left, will you still save the land or kill them? God, what about 15? What about 10? What about 7? So bargaining.
Say, me no, I resign you. Say whatever, unless one complete the term now. That
is the key hidden in time.
Honorable Julius Debra.
No, not at all.
vice presidential position no.
Not at all.
Then why? Because the cousin say they say my mini we crown on na or like or play a lot of roles. Abinu muma. I say ebano launching near the adio launch or near the ade.
So and the interesting factor is this. The interesting factor is this. In that timeline I'm looking at, that I've concluded with her and her situation and everything, the person that is supposed to sit, if she's not there, is not Julius Debra. The person is a mystery in time. I can't give the person out right now until the time is set.
And you don't know your time based on now with me.
Once I told you already, you have to remember my prophecy. Mama will become president in 2 years' time. There will be a shaking, but then if it doesn't take care, after that 2 years' time from that, not even take care timeline. You know, I don't like to use the word if it doesn't take care, it takes care, whatever.
Yeah.
Timeline is precise. He will be running. I told you what happens if the dollar as the farming as against the oil the gold. You will see a president is running, and then you will have no vice president. That's the timeline. I give you time. So you play the old video. You'll get the picture. Right? Now that chooses him towards the 2028 election. So I put it all together in one. So a long journey. Whoever that becomes the vice president there is going to run on a long journey vice presidency. So and you're short. That's why I keep the person. I don't want to temper with time at all.
Maybe I can no confused. Not to say I was here with them. Na the way to her, near the way to her, near the way to her, nipa no. Or a minister na.
What's it?
Or a minister, the oba bet na kunyano, so a minister.
And I say I'll keep it as a secret. Na yem for or monanti, like we should work around it gradually. But time no soon, I'll tell you. I'll just mention the person's full name to you.
Emre Ben General Mosquito, everybody take you over NDC.
The time is very short. Within 3 years, he's already having a footstool. Like his leg is on the angle very soon.
Within 3 years. Oh, and there's no never vice president. And okay. Medical dia no.
I'm beside you to say only also yeah nyankupo.
Oh, say no aka no.
So I am not saying it. I'll come and break it down to you in details. Once I always tell you that if Jesus gives me the utterance, I will start talking bang, with the numbers specifically. I won't even wink.
Okay.
I won't say like I'm going. Yes, that's how it is.
Okay. Until the ayan chain, where the Amian midi code na media to no. Until prophet tell me on carry. But permission make calculation na me no with the interview na no. I say General no. General
very, very much. Now, second thing I want to tell you is that God has been so good. There is an opening in the realm of the spirit.
Okay.
I am seeing, say, oil is coming from the ground. Black liquid is coming from the ground.
I see.
Oil is coming from the ground. Black liquid is coming from the ground as the Lord lives. Now, spiritually, even as I was looking through time again, advancing further, I saw all of a sudden, things like one box here, one box here, one box there. As I was watching, it's like company or Mwisi, where they are mining stuff. Gold, oil, and everything are going on. But then still, later, the same problem that I was talking about still happened. But then we will discover some resources that will shock everybody. It will become a lot of news around. Everybody will be talking about, hey, Ghana is blessed. But then, wow. It just didn't happen.
So for Uber can say there will be some kind of sabotage in energy sector.
Yes.
Now saying so doom so koso. Sabotage in na starting.
Doom so na koso.
Aye.
Okay.
And na starting na
the sabotage. I may not necessarily be that. Or no, it is more like technical. But then when the sabotage starts, you will see. Yes, it will be there. On some throw on letter and everything. So, you see it.
A free Sabria copim This apart from say yeah discover who say oil every form air banner the no good news being biom na ewo homa Ghana.
The good news there's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot.
Okay.
There's going to be a financial foundation opening because I told you, say, I saw development being established.
Mm-hmm.
Things were happening, new things, some of the new things were coming in. A lot of massive developments were coming into the country.
Mm-hmm.
But then, what really bothers me the most is that after this entire development, there are people that will be playing role against the president in his own party.
Mm.
And that was what was causing the problems in time. His own party people will be rising up against him.
If you are bosia. Wow. Into no never fa problems na ba no.
Now, it caused a lot of problems to us.
Enti enkomo ya ye boy, eya presidency omo frew.
Yes. Almost everything. They watch everything. Not even like on radio. They watch it on YouTube as well.
No more frew.
Yes.
Omo frew omo saying.
We deliberate many other situations. We advance towards the waters. We advance towards some things are there. There are no go area. So once you tell me, I tell you there's nothing we can do about it. Yeah. Now there are some things we can.
Are they making arrangements? Say ubeshia omampeni 1-on-1. Na ebia secret bi ohwa oni nache.
Those things are private communication.
Okay.
Yes. Whether to meet him, I've met him, not met him, I always keep it as private communication.
So for my mimisa, in the timeline now, Oceano, Bawumia betimi a president. Ewo Ghana ha.
2032 and the 33, he sits on a hill under a lonely tree. It's a very precise communication.
When repeat is prophecy. Sir, hill no on a lonely tree. Not just obey free party no.
When the time comes, I'll break it down to you.
Okay.
That's far away from here.
Okay. Ora Agyapong's way.
Kennedy Agyapong.
In the timeline, no, obey president will maim.
That time, you see, once the lost hits in 2028, that's it. 2029, he will just draw his feet.
Until Olusu 2028 na eno no on your politics view.
There was drawback.
Internet say can Agyapong on to me your president will maim da.
It's not in his timeline. Not in Ghana's timeline. If you want that to happen, you want us to temper with time. That's a very big problem.
And who say this is senior on in the map or your showdown, yeah. I was saying because nano nyamenkwa ni abro nyamenkwa nyamenkwa.
Oh, we regard
na kuja say who ye nyamenkwa. O say enye bibi na ye bibi anka ehwa showdown.
Okay, so also in time, I believe say me as for me personally, I like him.
Okay,
that's bias. That's not prophetic. I like the man very much, but timeline is a very different thing altogether. The prophetic chord is very different. Well, because you're looking through time, we're seeing what is coming in the future, and then that is a very long run that is going to have. If we're supposed to temper with time, that is a very different thing altogether. There are some things that can be tempered, there are some things there's nothing you can do about it. So we leave it to the ground so that God's work will be done entirely. But I believe strongly that the time is set. But we are still here. So what we can do, we'll see what can be done.
Papa, no kopa. I was a bantem in the next in 2 weeks' time. There was also because Manuya me can send bebre owa. Yen to me can because nan say a man for crass mra pastors nisia o mampani mama wo conference center no o si o nkokrafo na omo yeduma na mo mrantie no prophecy nyankopon de ma in the last days nyankopon de ne honhom ebegum mrantie no so amanfo ne nam social media mo ka ena nan say inti nsam wo ho sofo ensem bebre ho ya mre no nso asom eti wasi etumi si ane ka ho asem.
Okay. There's that I was talking about. What I was saying is, say, the children, the young ones, we are for operations.
Okay.
I say, oko a mechanic shop, no massa wo, and a massa no one kwala. In Kolada na I see to be starter mamia. In Kolada never go to two starter. No, no, mumbe fi master the pointy. Mumfa went to a we are no master any we not discuss. No, no discuss. But we are crying the owner obey your own thing. And to make us say the honor of the fathers has to take the honor.
Okay.
Omo no ji da nim bia ese omo no muntina front seat no. Na ye chance ye mbo hard work because it's feasible in every logic that the young ones are the ones that do the hard work for the fathers to take the money or the praise. As I say juma no bosses na go jiska no. Na workers no more type people juma no no money the subjects no. So that's a basic simple situation.
Etiefo ye den komo no besi amere no ko ya fa the citizen show mre be 10 minutes
10 minutes before
ye the besi but
in 2 weeks we'll be here
was say yes here because ensem ho me pese me hu ye be kwa akosi showdown no pese me hu ye be kwa akosi na ye hu ye ebesi na yetumi anya solution.
And then Friday my all night.
Yes.